All right, guys, this video is about the ring push-up and will include the ring plank in it as well. So when setting up your rings, make sure your rings don't get too close to the ground where when you get people to actually get pressure on the rings, they end up dragging their knuckles on the ground. It should be elevated a little bit here. So that's going to make them have to stabilize with their shoulders. If they actually get those knuckles dragging the ground, then they're gonna miss that element there. So make sure when people get set up here, they set up and they squeeze those rings under their chest, and you don't see people doing push-ups with their arms flailing there. Get that, you almost get a little rotation here, bringing the palms towards your body to make this happen, all right? And then you just want a straight line. Now it is a little bit harder to brace yourself, so make sure people aren't sagging. Pick up through the belly button here. Get at least the shoulders to the top of the rings. If they're strong enough, they can get a little deficit, and then coming up. So, most important thing with this ring plank, making sure they maintain that plank position and they work the entire time they're supposed to. That doesn't mean they need to bust out a whole bunch of ring push-ups in the first 5 or 10 seconds. They can count out their, if they can do ring push-ups and they're only gonna do 5 or 6 over the course of 20 or 30 seconds, that's fine, but they should maintain that plank position and move in a controlled manner the entire work interval there. Otherwise, this is not an appropriate option for them. They would scale back to push-ups from their toes, and if they can't do those yet, for the work interval, push-ups from their knees, or possibly a box. There should never be push-ups on the rings from your knees. There's no point in that. They can just work up to a push-up from their toes first before they start including the rings in their practice. Now, just because they can't do push-ups in the rings or even push-ups from their toes doesn't mean they cannot hold a plank on top of the rings if that's being paired with our ring push-up here. Again, we want to squeeze the rings underneath their body, make sure people aren't floating outside. Keep it underneath their body there. And again, they got to take a little extra effort there to pull up that belly button and not sag through the hips and the core.